Yo, hola, what's up? Um, what's going on, guys? So, I wanna talk to you guys about something very important that is in Argentina somehow. Yeah. So look, like my life's been crazy lately, but if there's one thing I've learned the last few months, it's not learned but relearned. It's the power we have to be adaptable, you know, and the power we have to create meaning out of things. So I have this situation with my neighbor. Nothing against, he's a great guy. It's just like super loud construction, really early. You guys know me. If you guys know me, you know that I like to sleep late. But I live on my Saturn line. Oh, what a beautiful background. I live on my Saturn line, and in astrocartography, and oh my god, there's like literally a fist fight. Okay, but yeah, so Saturn is about rules, and it kind of whips you into shape. Um, when you have Saturn transits, if you have Saturn involved in your life in any way, it's gonna whip you into shape. I always compare it to that teacher that most of us had. I know I had early on, old, wretchedy, I don't know, but like they want what's best for you, so they might be a hard ass on you, give you a tough time. Um, but they're doing that because they see your potential and they see that you're messing up. So that's kind of how it's been for me. I've started to see that like God wants me to wake up early. God wants me to get outside. God wants me to restructure my life. And structure is Saturn. Saturn is structure. So like the same thing could happen to me, and I could just be a complete B word about it. A complete kind of just victim of life. Oh, poor me, poor me. There's like an artillery army unit right above my head every day to wake me up at 9, and I go to bed at 5, 6 some nights, 7 even, or I just go to bed at 1. Like it sounds, and I know it sounds, it's tough, like to kind of realign yourself like that, but like what choice do I have? I'm teaching a class tonight. I don't even know how many people. Could be 100, could be 50. I think actually, wait. I literally like read the email, but I didn't even like look at the number. That's so stupid. And I don't care. The point is, it's gonna be whoever signed up is gonna be in. You're getting your money's worth. That's for sure. I don't care what you paid. And yeah, it feels like I have my fire back, and it's crazy because we create so many stories in our head. Right, I'm not gonna go close to the traffic. We create so many stories in our head. Like, I'm a night person, right? Which I am. I get it. But then if I look at the last 6 months, it's like, have I really been that much of a night person? Have I been doing things that are so good and creative at night? No, not really. Yeah, like my readings, of course, but like, everything is adaptable. Like I can find a way, I can find a way to restructure that and to get everything done when I need to get it done. So, and like I can get a reading done. Night could be 9 o'clock, could be 10 o'clock, It's just like going to bed earlier, essentially. And if so that's kind of the point, is that Saturn, and like I've noticed, like even the last few days of waking up at 8 a.m. around that time, getting out, kind of not wanting to be in my apartment from 9 to 12. Like I'm just outside, like there's humans, there's people, there's trees, there's air. I live in like one of the best cities in the world, like literally one of the best cities in the world. Like 1000% objectively. I've been to a lot of places. The only place I compare to Buenos Aires is Istanbul. Those are my 2 favorite cities. I don't speak Turkish. If it was Spanish over there, that would be tough. It would be like a toss-up. I do like the food more there. It's really good here too, but I do like Turkish food more. Just gonna be honest. But I don't even know. But and like I haven't even like explored like a portion of the city. Like I live in my neighborhood. there's so much, you know, like I could live here for 40 years and I won't, like, every day there's something new. And I was meeting with the guy, you know, who lives above me. I wasn't expecting him to be like such a nice guy. He's like a finance guy, but he was so chill. And like, he kind of said some things to me on the text messages the night before that made me think like, oh, maybe this guy's like a really stuck up guy, but he wasn't at all. And we were just having like, asked me if I want to have a beer. We had like a Corona, and we were just talking after he was like showing me like kind of like the work that the renovation work of the, you know, the apartment and where it's at, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, like kind of just said like, you know, sometimes people say things. I've always said this on here, like that's why you got to listen to everyone. That's like North Node and Gemini stuff, right? It's like just because you don't trust, just because someone, like let's say someone in your family, someone that you don't think their wisdom, like a lot of Sagittarians struggle with this. You don't think that their wisdom is enough for you. You might say like, oh, I don't need to listen to this person for anything. Or just because you don't trust, like I always say this, especially with content creators, like very polarizing figures. You know, there might be like 200 topics that they talk about, and just because you strongly disagree with one of them, you just black and white thinking, right? Just like, oh, everything this person says is false. Everything they say, like it's like, no, that's not how. Like, intelligent people, critical thinkers understand this and understand that every single human, maybe there's a few like full-on idiots, okay, let's be honest, but like most people have something of value, right? Like even with me, you might not like mess with everything I say, but you could, if you can't find value out of like what I'm saying today or like what I'm saying in general, then what are you, you know? Like, but like imagine, I'm not saying anyone watching this of course will, but like imagine someone who's just like, oh, he's an astrologer, oh, blah, 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 and then just shuts themselves off. And so many people do that. So if you don't do that, you're ahead of the game. Okay, back to Pisces Mercury fucking going like a million different directions. Pull me back in. I need a Capricorn to be with me, or to just always be by my side, an earth sign, to just like chart where my conversation's going and just be like, okay, go back to this topic. But no, I can do it with my brain. Maybe not when I'm older. But yeah, anyways, so I was saying that like you know, sometimes people say things that you just have to pay attention in life, right? So he said it, and it was kind of like that same ring than when my mom said, oh, maybe you should go travel. You know, maybe you should go travel. You can't stay in my house this weekend. Like, I'm not going to be there. Maybe you should go travel. And then boom, I just picture South America. I go search downstairs. My favorite concert is in Colombia in like 3 weeks. I've never been in South America in my life. The last continent that I haven't been to. And I've been to all of them, I think. Yes. So yeah, guys, listen. So my neighbor, he said it, and he was like honestly, he was being very, very polite. Like he wasn't trying to like kind of push anything on me. He was like very like, I was like, just say it, you know, say what you think. Like, and he basically kind of was like, I forget how he said it, but it was like, you know, something about exploring the city, you know. It doesn't sound so profound. I set it up like it, but it was like, to me, like it felt profound at the time, because it something just clicked, you know, because it was something I was thinking about, and then I'm like, wow, God is really pushing me and seeing what I'm doing, knows my potential, and it's trying to align me for something. I'm not one of these people who's like for someone, maybe, but like I think life is way, way bigger than what another person can bring, you know? Like, yeah, right? I think we put way too much attention into love life, and I think when we do that, we push away the chances for it to come. If it comes, great, but I'm only going to accept, for me, what is perfection, which isn't perfection in looks or what you think of that. It's perfection for what works for me. I'm not accepting anything else, but like, you know, I'm getting set up for something way better, way bigger, you know? And God saw, like, okay, he's kind of like a little heartbroken, but it's not helping that he's not getting outside. It's not helping that he's watching stupid things on YouTube. It's not, you know, like staying up late at night. Get the fuck up, you know? Like, get the fuck up. Get up, go outside. Leave your house to start the day. And then go back. And then see how you feel.